Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Texans going up against the Lions. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Three yards left to grab here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Detroit. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Smith catches left side. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions just take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
26.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll go on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45. In enemy territory.
Yeah, can I speak to Greg, please?
First down.
It's got to be yours because I'm not lagging at all.
Throwing on first down is
Are you still lagging? Oh, wait a second. Is it still lagging?
Jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, okay.
Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned.
Because he was like running, and like I didn't think he was gonna throw to him like after, because he was like all the way at the line, so I took off running towards the middle of the field.
Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
There's so much time to throw down there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Fuck, look at just cover these damn corner routes.
Give him 12 yards.
I'm in man coverage, I'm in zone coverage, they still give them damn drags in the corner routes.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Johnson, you being for real, you being funny. Oh, it is? Okay, I thought you were just saying that because, you know, you're tapping back.
Scary moment, 2nd down here.
He's got a Sunday at 18 a.m.
Rodgers again
He
now.
got a oh, shit. Oh.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time.
Come on. There we go.
And able to push his way forward here.
I thought Slay was chasing his man.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5.
Don't hold cover anymore. I don't ever hold cover until I get to like the second.
Because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers going to try and throw.
Give me the pick. Give me the pick. Oh, yeah.
Team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive was very
always one play with you.
You think they go that route?
There's always one play. You're like moving the ball like no problem.
Until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Huh?
Now they try the right side here.
I mean,
just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Okay, no score on that play.
I mean, except like 2 guys on my line isn't rated over 80. So I got like 3 linemen that are rated over 80 or 90. My running back is 88. So.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
And my running back is so elusive. I just increased his elusiveness because he wasn't breaking any tackles.
That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw
it. Get it out.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they're on the 5-yard line.
Right there.
Second down and
Jesus, what the hell?
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges.
You were stacking the box.
Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free. If you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, pinching down,
this is a bad series right
towards it to try and keep people.
No, this is a bad series. I had 100% completion going into that series.
Great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, and turned into a big loss of yardage.
I think I got the best like QBR in the league. I only thrown like 10 interceptions through 9 games. So.
And the lead moves to 10-0. So the drive stalls out, but
I just gotta stop.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Just don't throw the ball out.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans
I just saw that. Like if you're a quarterback, if your quarterback leads the league in percentage and QBR rating, you get like all these XP points. So I'm like, I'm just trying to keep my QB. I don't even throw the ball that deep anymore. Like,
I think that not only did he say that,
I just want to try to get to the goal line.
Put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Where's Doris?
Hey,
Doris home?
I know you're right there with me.
Shit, why did you leave him? Oh. I thought you was throwing it to the running back for sure. He was wide open.
Losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looked like they had an opportunity for
if you wanted to go for it, you could have went for it.
But he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
You know, just put it automatically in field goal range, that's all.
This is taken at the 18.
Turn around, what is my guy doing?
He won't go down.
The dude was just standing there. Did you see that?
39 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
He just stood there. I'm like, man, if he'd have turned around and made a block, he could have scored.
They come out here in the they'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Standing there, man. You?
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half.
My daughter ain't listening.
We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw here.
Fuck you. Hold the ball.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't cuss, but I would definitely know how I feel. I'll probably call him a name,
though.
though.
A tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Just threw all his money away.
He'll drop to throw.
Don't drop it. Come on, man. You're killing my percentage.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Stiff arm. Oh, come on. Mother.
Oh. Get the football back. And now out comes Houston.
Dude, and I took his carry up to 99. His carry is up to 99.
How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
I have a good game with him, and he fumbles the ball.
It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
He took that hit. You had to get rid of the ball.
They will take over at the 29-yard line. And Detroit
I don't think you could have. Like, I was right there.
Last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead.
Yeah, it would have been.
I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's That's the relief.
Gee, that's the second time. That's the second time. Who was that? Who was that? That's David Clowney? Seriously. You like keep getting in, like.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it.
He's got a whole, no, his carry is 99. That ball is tucked right between his bicep, his fucking pectoral. Gotta keep that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Let's go. Catch the ball, hold the ball.
On the right side, it's Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Field goal right now.
Speed things
I'll
up
just
here
fall back to
with some
half.
tempo. They'll drop to throw.
Don't throw a pick. There we go.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
I have the worst field goal kicker
It's
in the
just
damn
their
game.
first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Look at this. Make the field goal. Jesus.
And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because
Cocksucker. What?
the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming.
What you calling me? I said cocksucker.
Typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset
You
that
can't
the
call
plays
somebody
weren't
job
working
taking
because of
oh,
execution,
God.
or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing is Rodgers.
Man.
He's going to dump this one off to his
Good
fullback
catch right
out of
there.
the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Why does the Doors come and root for you?
And I'm evaluating guys for the draft
I said,
now.
why does the Doors
My
come
list
and
of
root for you?
fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now.
Oh, shit. Oh, you didn't throw it.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bostic able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Is it late? Here, I'll stop broadcasting.
The Texans send the punter out. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the
That's a
return.
good punt, though.
And Lions will take over. So we can look
wrong,
at the
Avery?
Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of
You
the
still watching the
second
phone?
half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot
All
about
right, turn it off
pregame
real quick.
speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire.
Careful.
But in
Please
this
be
case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I
Thanks for
think
watching it.
happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Don't throw a pick.
Defense, we
Don't
got
throw a
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
He's looking it up. I thought you were looking at that skit from the movie.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Told you my offense sucks.
So
I
second
mean,
down was a
they
run
don't.
play. Now
They
let's
just
see what they
don't
do
move the
on
ball. I
third.
can't get the ball for it. And I can't take shots downfield because every time I take a shot downfield, I throw an interception. Like they don't know how to make plays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Here goes one. Yep, I called it. Every time. Yes, they do. They're talking to me, I can't hear you, Avery.
And now out comes Houston.
Can you watch the pass shot? Don't step on Domino.
Points on the scoreboard.
I don't know what you're saying.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense.
No, you don't need any more
time. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Kaya's in the car. So what do you need it for?
The INT, it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it
was
was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
But I think it leaves my linebackers an interception.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way
he makes big plays for me. His 8th interception this season.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
We want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see
if you allowed it, he wouldn't have been intercepted. So I anticipate the bullet. So if you rock it in, he can get under it. Damn! I thought that ball was coming out. I was getting.
Once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's gonna be tough.
I've been getting blocked. Look, that Taylor Decker out of Ohio State is it's a nut job. Maybe we should run a 4-3 instead of the 3-4.
He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Touchdown number 2.
You ran a cover 2. I was hoping you ran a cover 2 so I can get that route. Because I can't get. Fuck, I missed that. Oh, he made it. Get in there.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Yeah, so if you see a guy under the route, I mean, just lob it. You know you can aim the ball where you want it to go. You got Aaron Rodgers.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
I'm not ready for that.
We'll see what they do. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
5. I got
like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
What's his speed?
It's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about
he got
patience,
up the field.
isn't it?
He got a first down.
Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just
I keep thinking you don't want to throw it every time, but every time I think you're not going to throw that, I like leave the route. You throw it.
Coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that
How about that?
stuff.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Possible my anticipation here is the D-line sandwiches together. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
That's what you get. That's what you get for running the halfback toss at the 28-yard line.
Been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
I know Darius Slade ain't that good on the run, but he's the only person making tackles on the run.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
What I tell you about
Reed, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
Lob it, throw it high.
Take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having
I don't
scored
think
the
it's
last
a video
time
game.
out.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
I've had 4 interceptions and 2 punts, and all I have is 17 points. So, I mean, that's a good defense.
2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Your defense is straight. Your defense, you think about it. You got 4 interceptions, a fumble.
He wants on his team. He wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back now at
when you get in the red zone.
It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Yeah, the KYP, know your personnel.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground,
Jesus, if someone could just block him.
He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5.
He's the only person every time.
And in
He's
this
the only person
situation with the
tackling.
lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here.
I'm pretty sure my right tackle can block.
The box in a big way.
He's got like a 99 overall.
6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No. Oh,
Finding
yeah.
a safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd
That was
down.
luck.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air,
That
you're
was
thinking
luck.
wide receiver,
I thought it was
tight
an
end,
interception.
but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be
In the
4th
cover,
down.
too. I don't understand
Here's
why.
Sam Martin
You got
now.
4 guys and
Always a
3
good
guys
sign when
watching.
your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part.
Man, if that wasn't overthrown, I'd have intercepted that.
The intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rodgers to throw once more.
Oh, shit. Oh.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
That was just a bad throw. I don't know why he threw the ball like that.
They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Why can't he?
Here, they've got the lead.
It's like if I don't run the inside, I'm not going anywhere.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line.
He was wide open. I thought that's why I was like, oh shit, and then he underthrew the ball. I thought it was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in.
Offensive line must be tired because I can't get past. I can't even get past the first.
At a 3rd and 15. Third down, 15 yards still needed.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Come on.
Try to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Every time I get the ball,
will take over the football at the 35.
And in a cover 3. Why can't I ever get the ball out of the cover 3 situation?
Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Well, my QB already just went down a lot. I only see 1 touchdown this game.
What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a first down following that long gain. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Rodgers.
He wasn't ready for that route. He didn't. He was not ready for that route. I hit him right in the pass.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Rodgers going to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Come on. Oh, yeah.
It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 13th touchdown of the year. And
QB rating went up like 2 points. So we finally completed a touchdown pass. I still threw 2 interceptions.
And the lead is now 24. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
You ever edit your playbook?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Oh yeah, I change my formation all the time. Yeah, I change my. I like when things don't work. I'll drop like 10 plays or a whole formation to pick for a whole new formation.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing for his running
back. Been open all day. Sorry, at least my quarterback is getting tackle points. 3 points to tackle.
Today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some muscle on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And
I think if you'd have threw this, you have it beat the screen, I had one guy going at it. The linebacker or the defensive tackle like didn't make out. Get it out.
That's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I mean, I read it. That mean my squad read it. I was getting covered.
Here on 2nd and 10.
Fuck, man, he's right there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I've been man coverage like he shouldn't be that open. Right there. No, he's like a catch and attack, catch and attack.
In this game there, hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What happened there? You don't use the L1 L2 when you throw the ball?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
I usually use L1 and L2 when I want them to just go to the ground, or if I want them to catch it up high.
Again on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Do I get a tackle for that since I was last minute trying to touch you?
Like that, how tough is it for the
I want them
defense
points.
To account
I need them tackle points.
Essentially being a receiver downfield.
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
I thought you had the. I thought you really gave it to the fullback. I collapsed. I'm like, he don't have the ball. The first time he ran, I did, and then I just had the safety just stood out there.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, stay in there.
A great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get
just need to get the ball out one time.
Here come the Lions now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game.
So you had at least 5 in red zone trips. You just got to work on your, if you stay with it. If you stay with it, you just work on your red zone scoring.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just
That's not, no, that like, come on, really? Like the one where you threw?
2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20.
Bless you.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
You work tomorrow?
This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning wide.
What you going to be doing by 8 o'clock? You trying to get on some SHO?
Yeah, That's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake. If you
or at like 7. I gotta go. I'm about to go to a diaper party, and then all right. What time you go to sleep?
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Oh, I know you went to bed. I said I know you were drinking last night. You were not. I couldn't hear you this morning at all.
They'll start at the 32.
This morning I couldn't hear you at all.
Here comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach says, that's it. Okay, it hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something
Does Darla drink?
Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next.
And now here is another.
Nah, bro, that's Aaron Rodgers right there.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment because you feel that.